Diamonds. Maggie wants diamonds. Real diamonds. Okay? Let's go. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of our Irish Country Life here in the west coast of Ireland. My name is Nikolai, together with Chris doing the filming, and the wee man Scooter, the boss who's off, don't know what he's at now. I'm going to give you a tour of the gentleman's bathroom, the downstairs bathroom here in the house. It was once the bathroom of the butler, and it was his own private bathroom. And he was quite a tall gentleman, and then as he aged, he obviously shrank like most of us will and do. And so even to see in the mirror where he used to shave, I find it difficult sometimes. So I sneak up to Scooter's bathroom and use his upstairs. And so we've arrived at the gentleman's bathroom. And this is one of my favorite rooms, believe it or not, in the house. And I particularly love the old door. I remember seeing this from outside the window one evening when we came up to view the house illegally. We weren't supposed to be here, but it was just the butler here. We knew the Baroness was out. And so I peered through the downstairs bathroom window, and what I saw was the light shining through the beautiful trefoils at the top of the door. So this is the original tongue and groove door, which we've painted in a beautiful holly green colour. So that's the door. Then, if you remember, I mentioned to you about shaving in the bathroom mirror. This was the gentleman's bathroom mirror, and the beautiful shell lights and the brass. Really lovely. But as you can see, I can barely see. I have to stand on my tippy toes to get up to see. So I put this Gothic mirror, which we had for sale in one of our shops, and I put this so that I could actually shave. Not that I look like I do shave, but I do shave as well. So in here we have a lovely pedestal basin, which is hand-painted blue and white. We purchased this again from over in the UK, this and the high-level toilet cistern with the hand-painted blue and white pot as well. We have some rope tassel pulls here. One is for the light and the other one is for the heater above the sink. And so on the shelf here we just have some lovely antiquarian books and some beautiful horn cups with some lovely coat of arms on the front. Just little collectibles that we've gathered down throughout the years. Some miniature paintings as well. And we have some horse paintings on this wall. Lovely old, really old brass taps. We had these a long time. And the bath taps are really old also, the old telephone taps. And the bath is a cast iron slipper bath. Again, we had this in our Victorian house in London. We had a spare bedroom with a lovely cast iron fireplace, and we decided that we didn't need any extra bedrooms, so we turned it into like a bathroom, and we just put the roll-top bath sitting in front of the fireplace in that bedroom, and it was really nice. But when we left, we took it with us, as the people who were buying the house wanted the bedroom back. They didn't want a bath in the middle of the bedroom. That's just our crazy idea. On the window, the original sash window, we have some lovely original cotton velvet curtains in a lovely green. to complement the tongue and groove paneling. So this bathroom was completely redone about 10 or 12 years ago. There was a bath along this wall, and the toilet was in the corner. So we moved the toilet further in, and we took away the bath, and we put a shower, which we built a Gothic panel around the top. And we just have a lovely shower curtain there, which Chris will show you as he comes in. Again, I had the shutters made on the downstairs, the same as the bathroom upstairs. So we have the lovely shutters that open out, which is really nice. And again, they make the bathroom very nice and cozy in the winter time, and you can just see how nice they are. And they're painted very plain in this room in a soft linen to match the rest of the window. And then we have the coat of arms on the bottom window. Of course, I'm all about being fair and balanced. Balance is a good thing. And because Nikolai's coat of arms is on the bathroom window upstairs, I thought it wouldn't be very nice not to include Mr. Michael's coat of arms. And so I did so in the downstairs. However, note, Nikolai is on the upstairs, which is much more prominent. Chris is on the downstairs. He is below stairs. And just remember that, Chris. So that's our roll-top bath. Then here we have our lovely high-level cistern, which is actually oak. And inside the oak is a plastic cistern. And the lovely brass piping that comes down to allow the water down into the toilet for the flush. And again, here we have another lovely throne toilet seat. Our mahogany toilet roll holder with our beautiful crown toilet paper. Not to be used, by the way, just purely for decoration. How many joking? So, the wall here, we had a big problem with dampness on this wall, and we wanted to put a really lovely hunting scene wallpaper, as we have a beautiful fabric here which covers the shower in a lovely hunting fabric. But I didn't want to spend all that money on a roll of wallpaper that may end up 6 months later, would end up 6 months later, just falling off the wall. So we decided we'd try and tackle the damp problem, and we'd do our own fix here first. So what I did was I got some old antiquarian music books, I cut the binding away, I separated the pages, and I wallpaper pasted them onto the wall. And then I also had a book with lots of important kings and queens of the UK and around the world, and I placed them on top. So a lot of people who come in and use this downstairs bathroom often come out smiling and say to me, I could sit in that room for hours admiring the walls and all the artifacts in the room. So that's a little story. And then just around the edge, I got some lovely ribbon from Russia, and I put that around the edge, some Orthodox ribbon. I just want to also draw your attention to this lovely handmade myrrh. We used to sell this sort of thing in our shop. I can't quite remember the guy who did them, but it's a lovely Gothic myrrh, and it really suits this bathroom really well. And then you can see just above the door the lovely brass shell light. Beautiful, but useless, because they completely block out the light. They throw out very little light. But it's a gentleman's bathroom, and I'm very attractive as it is, so I don't need to look in the mirror and see how beautiful I am. So cut that bit, Chris. And you can see the trefoils at the top of the door as well, which is lovely. So that concludes our tour of the downstairs bathroom, the gentleman's bathroom. So come with me and we're going to make a lovely currant bread. Okay, so I'm just here having a word with Scooter. And unfortunately, a piece of chicken has to be bribery, because we've been discussing engagement ring and wedding rings. And he's absolutely not interested. He said, I am not spending any more money on that woman down the road. So therefore, I'm trying to bribe him with a piece of chicken, to which he's nearly taken my fingers off. That's how Scooter reacts to chicken. Now, are we going to go and sort those rings out? Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. Diamonds. Maggie wants diamonds. Real diamonds. Okay? Let's go. So everybody, now it's time to make that delicious traditional Irish curtain bread. And it's a very simple, easy bread to make, and it's absolutely delicious. And so all we have are 450 grams of plain flour, 2 teaspoons of normal white sugar, 100 grams of raisins, 1 teaspoon of salt, 375 mils of buttermilk, which I just used as the normal full fat milk, and 3 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sieve my teaspoon of baking soda into my flour and my salt. I'm going to sieve all those ingredients together. I also have in the oven warming a baking tray, just a flat, plain baking tray, which is getting hot as we speak in the oven. To aid with the cooking, it's good to have it in the oven while the oven's preheating. So we'll get on with sieving our flour, salt, and baking soda into this bowl. And then we'll add our sugar. And once we've added our sugar, we will incorporate our buttermilk. Then we will add our raisins, and it's as simple as that. So I hope everybody's going to try to make this traditional Irish cornbread. And it used to be, when times were hard and things were tough, you know, if you went visiting somebody in their little Irish kitchen, you were really thrilled and delighted to get a lovely slice of cornbread with some nice Irish butter on the top. So, into the flour, salt and baking, that's our sugar. Then we will add our raisins, and then we will add our buttermilk. Literally, we will incorporate the raisins, just like that. And all we will do is just slowly pour our buttermilk in. I always like to reserve, I don't just chuck the whole lot in, I like to reserve just a little bit, just in case the flour is quite wet and it doesn't need all the buttermilk. But it probably may need a little bit more, but I don't think it will need quite all of it. As you can see, it's getting quite wet. Okay, so I have reserved approximately 50 mils of the buttermilk, as I feel the mixture is wet enough. It doesn't need any more of the buttermilk. That's why I said it's better not to go and throw the whole lot in at once. Do it bit by bit so you can actually get a feel for it. So now what I'm going to do is dredge my surface with flour, and I'm going to put a little bit of flour in the bowl, and I'm also going to put a little bit of flour on my hands. Okay, and I'm literally going to turn this mix out onto my flour. And now we're not going to knead it as such, we're literally just going to mold it into our shape. This is not a bread that needs kneading. A little bit more flour, so it doesn't stick. And what you want to get is you want to get a nice round shape. A little bit more on the hand. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to transfer it now onto our nice hot tray from the oven. And then we have one more very important detail, which, if it's not done, I'm going to just dredge a little bit of flour onto my baking tray. Okay. So it's almost rather like a large scone. And now for the most important part, which it must be done. If it's not done, it's not going to work. And that is, we cut across in the top of our soda bread, and that is to let the fairies out. Go out, O this you thieves, you go out, O this now, and let me alone. Nicky, is this any time to be playing the pipes, and me wants to sleep? Go off now, trot if ye's do. You'll see what I'll give yez tomorrow. Sure, I'll be making new dressings, and if yez behave decently, maybe I'll have yez the scraping o' the pot there now. Ouch, poor things, they're decking craters. Sure, they're all gone, barren poor red cap. Go out, O thee, go out. Nice deep cross in the middle, and nice deep cross again, and that is to let the O fairies out. Be gone, be gone, be gone. And it's as simple as that, folks. And now straight into your preheated oven of 180 fan, or if like me you have an Aga, into the middle shelf of the Aga. And that will take approximately 40 to 45 minutes to cook. And then we will literally take it out. We'll tap it on the bottom to make sure it sounds hollow, which will tell us it's cooked. And then we'll leave it on the wire cooling rack for as long as you can bear, my friends. And then you'll cut a nice thick slice and dollop it with nice Kerrygold butter. Okay, so the bread has had 45 minutes in the oven, and now we're going to take it out. Oh, wow, it smells amazing. Okay, and we're going to pop it on here. A way to check your bread is cooked is to very carefully lift it, and be careful because it's hot, and tap the bottom. And if you can hear that hollow sound, that means your Irish fruit corn bread is cooked. So there you are. Leave it on a cooling rack for, if you want to slice it very thinly, leave it on the cooling rack for a couple of hours, covered in a clean tea towel, and that's your current Irish soda bread. So I look forward to a nice slice of that with a bit of butter and jam and a cup of tea later. So don't forget, if you like what you see, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon for another very nice video here from the west coast of Ireland. Bye. So that concludes our tour of the gentleman's bathroom. I do hope that you've enjoyed your tour, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And Scooter wants to say, oh, you can cut that bit out, dear, it doesn't matter. Yeah? What am I supposed to say? You're not a very good film director because you're not directing me as to what to say. Why are you still recording? Stop.